Right, so we're switching it up outside. Look at this.
Because we're out bombing around in the stock looking R32 with a T now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sleeper. Definitely
a bit of a sleeper. As you can tell by the bumper, we spent a lot of time trimming it up, making sure it fit and looked like factory. It's got factory suspension, factory wheels. Clayton probably has lots of B-roll of it, but this is it. Okay, so the R32 is ready for the dyno. I do want to smoke test it beforehand just to prevent any problems before we get on the dyno, since everything obviously has been newly assembled on here. It's just going to help us from wasting a bunch of time once it's already strapped down to the dyno. Also, the rebar, we probably filmed some of that already. Some people will be probably commenting on this thin little piece of bar here. No, that's not for strength, anything like that. It's not for looks. It's basically so that the big piece of bar that we have on top holding the intercooler, joining the two pieces together, this small piece is just there for support so that when you take it all apart and take the intercooler out, it doesn't want to fold in half or bend or distort. So that's just there for additional support. So for all the people going on about that, that's why that's there. So let's get to smoke testing it. So the smoke tester we have was actually given to us to try out from Ancel. It is model number S3000 from the looks of it. You can see it there. I'll have the link in the description below. But we have used it a few times. It is really good. The one cool thing about it, it does pressure and smoke testing as well. So you do not need a compressor. Basically, this just connects to the battery and it creates its own pressure and its own smoke directly through this. And it comes with all kinds of added nozzles to make it really easy to connect up. So this is what we're going to use to see if we get any holes or leaks. Okay, so as you can hear, we got the tester going and you can see a little bit of smoke right now, but that's just coming from my makeshift intake block off. But you can tell there's pressure being built in there. It's obviously full of lots of smoke. And we're just checking all around everywhere, around the intercooler, around the intake, injectors, everywhere we can to make sure we don't see any smoke anywhere. I do maybe see a little remnants. Smoke down there. Gonna have to look at that a little bit further. But we'll give it a couple more minutes, see if we can find anything. See if we can capture this here. Maybe see up in there. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but you can see a bit of smoke. So we gotta tighten the housing a little bit more. Make sure all is good there. Other than that, that's all we're seeing. All around the catch can, everywhere, which I probably didn't even show you guys, but the catch can's mounted over here. And it is a closed loop setup, so no smoke or anything coming out of there. And we found another leak. On the throttle body side, we switched where we were putting the pressure, and clearly this thing is doing its job because Ben, you said it's right on the top of the throttle body coupler?
Yep.
Sweet! So another thing to check. Or fix, not check, fix it. For our longtime subscriber, Road to Power, he asked about the oil return line. This is where it's mounted in the pan. This, where the engine is sitting, not operating, there's like a definitive oil stain in the oil pan. And this is just above that that stain. So in operation, the oil isn't going to be that high, so this return will be perfectly fine in this location, as it will be draining back into a lower level. So there you go. Okay, this thing crushed it, as always. We've only used it a handful of times, but in this scenario, with it being a MAF car, we got to really take note of leaks because it will cause the car to run funny. So that's the model number. I think they gave us a discount code, which I'll have in the description down below. I don't remember what this actually costs, this specific model, but again, with it having pressure and the smoke all built into one and not needing an air compressor or anything, makes it super, super simple. So time finally to get that car on the dyno.
And just like that, not even a full run, and it already made 276. So
Nice.
we've beat the 210 that it came with, and everything was looking good. So I'll probably do a full throttle run once I look at the log, and then we're really just going to start turning the boost up, because that boost was only like, I don't know, 6 pounds or something.
Did boost.
Just doing some logging, Clayton. Okay, we're gonna do a full run. As long as everything looks good. Right the red line. So, over 300?
What's red line?
I don't know. What's red line? 7,200 or something like that?
Can't remember.
Can't remember? We're gonna find out. 300, 325, 375, or sorry, 325, 274.
Wow.
And that was at a whopping 6.8 pounds of boost.
It's looking
Pretty good?
pretty good.
Looking pretty good?
Looking like it might surpass the old Kayla's.
You think so? No, it doesn't have enough fueling to surpass Kayla's.
Oh.
I mean, the fueling's good. It might surpass it on pump gas.
And less boost, possibly.
Yeah,
Which would
but
be cool.
now we're just going to start turning the boost up. I'm going to look at this log, and then everything's doing really what it should be doing. So now they're just to go further with it.
Yes.
We turn the boost controller on. So we're basically starting from scratch. I got the boost cut set at like 15.5 pounds. Hopefully with what I got added in here, we're gonna see maybe 10 pounds, but it might not even do anything. We might have to go a little more aggressive on the duty cycle. And before we do this run, you need to put us back onto dyno mode because you kicked us off. All right, now eyes on deck, boost cut set. So we should be good in case it starts to go crazy. Kind of got a little more boost than I wanted, not overall, but what I was expecting in this run. But it was super laggy, so we got to fix that problem.
What did it seem?
For boost?
Yeah.
Like I think 12 pounds. It did 411.
Oh yeah.
12 pounds, 411. So yeah. Looking good, but we got to fix the laziness there.
Lag. Okay.
Yeah. GoPro stop recording.
Yeah. Boost just comes along.
Okay, so we didn't change anything else on the duty cycle. It gave us around 11 pounds. It spiked at the end at 12 pounds, but so we kept the duty cycle the same. But we're going to try to get the boost to come in smoother this time. It was like super lazy, laggy, but we're hopefully going to fix that this time. All right, logging, everything's good. Let's go. It came in better, a lot better. So that mostly fixed that problem.
Yeah, I missed the sound so bad.
It's insane, yeah.
Oh.
So that one, it did same horsepower, 411, but 360 torque. And if we look at the mid-range, because of the lagginess of the settings on the controller, it's 80, 90 horsepower, same with torque in the difference. Then we turn the boost up a little bit. Everything looks pretty good, so.
I saw that you were happy with the last run because you put a happy face.
I put a happy face on my logs, yeah. So 11 pounds was 411, right? That's what it was, 411. So we're gonna just turn up just a little bit more. I know already it did 210 wheel horsepower. Oh, if we double it, what do we need to double it? 420. 420. Ooh. We're gonna try to make 420. Something. Okay. A little more boost into it. Keep an eye on things. Haven't changed the boost cut. All we've done really is just add a little bit more duty cycle to it. All right, here we go. It made more. It didn't make much more boost though. So that run, nice and smooth, 428, 371. So we've over doubled what this thing came here with, which I don't think the owner really gets to, he's not gonna get to really appreciate what that means until he drives it. Because even 100 wheel horsepower, you know, that's 130 crank horsepower is a huge difference. And we basically doubled, we over doubled. And it looks like from the boost, it went up a little bit, 13 pounds, I think, maybe, as a peak. I think we're probably gonna leave it at this.
Got this one, that's broke. Got this, we'll talk about that later.
Well, is it broke? It's sort of,
Well, sort of.
We broke it, actually.
We made it not, it was better before we touched it.
Right, yeah. Just a lot of parts on it. You guys are gonna see future videos of this. Today just didn't go as planned. So, and the RS3 and this one, you guys will see videos on those later, I'm sure. But this outro is on the R32 Turbo. I wanted to kind of do it later after the owner got the car, got to experience it and get it home. A few things before we get into actually closing out this video is I don't think from the preview of this video we talked about actually what's on that car.
In another video we did, but not
It
this
is in another video, but that car, it has basically a GTX 35R. Turbo kit's mostly something that Clayton and I built years ago for Kayla's car. He had picked it up used and brought the car down from Montreal, which is like a 13-hour drive to us. And then we did the turbo setup on it. It runs United Motorsport software with a set of 550cc injectors.
Yep.
Has a CTS catback and a Clutchmaster, I think FX400 or FX350, right around there. FX400, I think, is what we did.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else does it have? Basically, oh, and it's a headspacer motor.
Yep.
But other than that, the vehicle is, as you have seen in it, it's stock and it's way more fun to drive than when he brought it here. We'll probably, at the very end of the video, you'll probably see him in the car getting to experience it for the first time, so don't bounce on the video yet. Am I forgetting anything, Clayton, about, the main reason we wanted to do this is finishing a project like that. We do it all the time, but usually the car is local to us.
Yeah, within a couple hours, not
right.
13 hours.
To finish a vehicle up to the point that it needs to basically the driver or the owner's picking it up and driving it 12 to 13 hours home adds a lot more stress to the build and making sure that everything is exactly as it should be to prevent any problems.
And he was pretty excited to pick it up too in the timeline that it worked out. There wasn't a whole lot of testing after the dynoing, so.
Right, I did get a few hours in it driving, worked out a few kinks, all that stuff, but because we do this stuff all the time, we know the things to look out for. Everything went pretty smooth, and the guy made it home without issues, and is home enjoying his R32 that now makes over twice as much horsepower. So, Clayton, what are we forgetting in this video? It's a pretty cool setup.
Awesome setup. It's
I'm sure
very
you guys
familiar.
miss your R32 Turbo.
Kayla's?
Womp womp.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years now, yeah. So
Keep it up, it'll be another 2.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to ask them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And actually, I was looking at the statistics, Clayton. 70% of people that watch our videos aren't subscribed. So do us a favor, subscribe. See you in the next video. It sounds
amazing.
so good, man.
Now we can really hear the tone of the VR6.
Yep.
Before then, it was very
Super
quiet.
quiet,
It was
yeah.
very quiet. Oh, man. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah. It's not the same car.
Oh my God.
Not the same car.
What have you guys done, man? Jeez. Whoa. This is fast as
And
man.
that's,
Oh my God.
so now we'll turn the boost controller on.
That's 6 pounds?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You'll really hear the difference and feel the difference when
It
we...
feels different. It's another animal.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It sounds super good. It drives smooth.
Yeah. I mean, it's silence, you know, and when you need it, and the power is there when you need it. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And seriously, with 6 pounds, it's more than enough.
I figured you'd say that.
Oh my God. It's more than enough. Like at 6 pounds, you know?
Not to me.
No. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh my God. That.
It's a big bump here.
Hey. The pull is insane. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And the sound. Yeah, it sounds nice, eh?
Yes.